Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the first holiday edition of Love It or Leave It, where we talk about all of the new upcoming luxury makeup releases and I share my thoughts and tell you whether I'm planning to purchase. Now, we don't have all of the sneak peeks just yet. I'm still waiting to see what's coming from a few of my favorite brands, but we have enough. There are two holiday collections in particular that are so stunning. I haven't felt this way about a new launch in a long time, so we just have to discuss. As always, these videos are a group project, so I hope you will share your opinions with me. Sound off down below in the comment section. What are you excited about? What are you planning to skip? Or is it just too early to be excited about holiday launches? Let me know. Let's get right to it. As of now, this is my favorite holiday collection of 2024. It's from Guerlain, which Guerlain is a brand that I'm always excited to see what they come out with holiday. The last few years, I basically have skipped everything. It's always really beautiful. It's always very small, carefully curated pieces. This year, I'm hoping to pick up everything. It looks very vintage, glam, old Parisian style, almost Moulin Rouge vibes. It's so pretty. The Rouge G lipstick case, if I do not get my hands on this case, I will be so sad. I need this in such a bad way. I've already been thinking about what I will do if I'm not able to purchase this on the website. And I was thinking, okay, well, it will most likely end up on eBay. Even if I have to spend a little bit more, I can definitely get my hands on this. I think it's stunning. And it's so pretty. I plan to just keep it, display it, take pictures of it. It's not like this is something that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a lot of use out of that. Like, I can't wait to just throw that in my bag and carry it with me all the time. It looks like a collector's piece. These are the type of items that do get me really excited. As much as I love wearable everyday makeup, whenever I spy something that is just collector's worthy, that really gets me going. And this lipstick case is everything. If you weren't familiar with Guerlain in these cases, you might think it looks a little bit cheap, but I just know that their quality is so nice. They always come with a beautiful velvet protector. They feel really weighted and substantial. So in the picture, I think it looks really cute, but in person, I imagine this is going to look even more luxurious and it's going to feel really high quality. The lipsticks look really nice too. I'm not even convinced that I'm going to purchase any of the new lipsticks. I do have a few Rouge G lipsticks and they're amazing. They're very creamy, very long lasting on the lips. I'm just not really in the market for new lipsticks, but the nude does look really gorgeous. The red looks like the perfect holiday red. The bronzer looks really beautiful as well. This is sort of tempting just because I love the overall aesthetic. Again, it's giving me like vintage French Riviera vibes. So beautiful. Their bronzers are spectacular. I don't think I have a Guerlain bronzer currently in my collection. If I'm going to purchase a Guerlain bronzer in the next few months anyways, I feel like I might as well spring for the beautiful limited edition holiday bronzer. So this has my attention. The meteorites look really beautiful. This is stunning packaging. I love all of the little crystals. It sort of looks like a peacock. The eyeshadow palette, this packaging, where did this come from? This doesn't necessarily strike me as Guerlain as soon as you see it, but it just looks so luxe, so different. It's definitely unexpected for the brand. The shades inside, I feel like I shouldn't like them as much as I do. I really like the brown. I really like that matte pink. If it was a shimmery pink, I could probably skip it, but I like that it's a light, kind of baby Pepto-Bismol Barbie matte looking pink, and then you have the really deep sort of burgundy shade and then red. And I know red eyeshadow is incredibly polarizing. I'm sure I have way too much red eyeshadow as it is from all of those Chanel eyeshadow quads, but I don't hate these colors, and I actually think this is the color palette of the holiday season this year. Almost every brand that is launching an eyeshadow palette has something in this shade range. This morning, I went ahead and ordered the new powder from Guerlain. This is the Perrure Gold Skin Diamond Micro Powder. There are 4 different shades. I like a brighter under eye, so I purchased 01 Transparent / Translucent Universal Shade White Slightly Pink. It's $95 for each tub. I'm curious to know what this powder is like. I've never tried any of the setting powders from Guerlain. I'm actually wearing the Purple Gold Matte Foundation today. I pulled it out of my drawer and I thought, I haven't used this in a while, and I didn't remember why. And then as soon as I applied it, I was like, oh yeah, it's a little bit too dark for me, but I was able to make it work. A lot of people are on the hunt for new setting powder since Givenchy changed their formula. This is obviously way more expensive than the Givenchy ever was, but if it's really phenomenal, then hey, we have another new luxury powder to talk about. So as soon as it arrives, I will review it. My second favorite holiday collection, at least for the moment, is Dior. We have so many new launches to talk about from Dior, including the Backstage holiday collection, which is already available. There's an eyeshadow palette, lip maximizer, and one of the face glow palettes. If you took these shades and stuck it in different packaging, it would remind me so much of a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. The blues and the purples look very springtime to me. I know myself, I wouldn't get enough use out of it to truly justify the purchase, so I'm gonna skip the eyeshadow palette. The face glow palette is actually a little bit more interesting to me. I purchased the Dior Backstage Rose Gold palette a couple years ago whenever it launched. I believe it was limited edition, and I use it a lot, but I still have plenty of highlighter in that one palette, let alone all of the highlighters in my collection, so I really can't justify this. However, I do think these shades are absolutely beautiful, but we have to talk about the Dior holiday collection in the gold packaging. This looks so luxurious. Stunning. I love the nail polishes, I love the lip colors, I love this highlighter. I think I like a little bit more. Everything just screams holiday, like classic traditional luxury holiday. The sparkly gold nail polish, I am absolutely picking this up. I cannot wait for this. I've been doing my own nails and I've actually been playing around with the chrome powders that have been pretty viral. I picked up a few shades on Amazon. Relatively easy to make a really pretty chrome sparkly manicure. I think this gold nail polish would be the perfect topper for any of your holiday manicures, so I'm really excited to pick this up. We also have two eyeshadow palettes in all gold packaging. There's something about this solid gold Dior compact that I feel like I have to have one. I don't know which one because I think both of them are really nice. I'm really not in the market for eyeshadow. I'm doing my best to stop purchasing eyeshadows, but I have to have it. The gold, there's something about it, and I know it's gonna show fingerprints as soon as you touch it. It's gonna drive me mental as soon as I purchase, but these color stories are really pretty. The one that has the pink and the burgundy does remind me a little bit of that Guerlain palette. Like I said, I think there are a couple brands that have come out with similar shades, the pinks and the reds and the berries. The cooler mauve palette is really stunning as well. I don't typically wear a lot of silver, so you kind of have silver versus gold, whichever one you think you would get more use out of. It's on my list. I'm still waiting to sort of finalize my mental wish list until I see what's coming from the other brands that we don't have sneak peeks from yet. But I have my eye on this collection. It's been a while since I've purchased any Dior holiday. I am also thinking about gifts for other people. I think my friends and family who love beauty would absolutely love the Dior Beauty collection. These two palettes that they come out with every single year, they're basically the same shades inside, just different exterior packaging. So I think if you've purchased this for yourself in the past, this is going to be a skip for you. I have never purchased these palettes. I always think they're really beautiful, and I've never purchased them, but I really, really love the white and gold packaging, so I'm tempted to pick up one of these holiday Dior palettes this year. The design this year is so pretty, and I imagine if the holiday packaging looks like this, the advent calendars are going to be white and gold as well this year. I haven't seen any sneak peeks of the advent calendars. They came out with 3 last year. There was the mini, then sort of the normal beauty calendar, and then they had the home calendar. I don't know, if it looks like this with this pretty packaging, this might be the year that I pick up a Dior Beauty Advent calendar too, because I'm just entranced. These are a few little one-offs that I'm excited about. There's going to be a new shade of the Gisou lip oil. This is the honey infused lip oil. It looks like a berry sheen, Very pretty. I have the coconut frost. I have the pink frost. I actually don't have the original, which is clear. I'm a sucker anytime I see that light sheen. And what I love about it is that it looks sort of glittery, shimmery in the tube, but it doesn't feel gritty and it's very subtle on the lips. I love this shade because it looks like it's going to give you a hint of color. Like this one definitely has the most color out of all of the other shades. If I can, I'd like to wait for the holiday savings event, save 20%. That would certainly make it a little bit better. And then this Makeup Forever palette looks so pretty. I cannot wait for this. It's a blush highlighter palette. They have sent me a couple of these artistry palettes in the past, and I don't really have a use for it. Whenever I used to freelance and I actually worked as a makeup artist, this was years ago, this would have gone in my kit. This would have been perfect for me. But now I just don't really necessarily feel like I need all of those concealer shades and contour shades. So for the complexion products, I just find that with my skin type, I want to use the foundation and the concealer that I know what shade I am. This is the formula that looks the best on my skin. With color products like the blushes, highlighters, this I want to get creative. I love the fact that you can mix, you can match, you can, custom create your own shades using this palette, and it looks like a really nice range of colors. And I think for your makeup artist friends, definitely if you know any working makeup artists, this would be a great gift for them. But if you know somebody who just loves getting really creative with their makeup, this is perfect. And we're getting a holiday edition of the Ole Henriksen Lip Peptide Treatment. I love this lip balm. I only have the strawberry. I really want to pick up the creme brulee. They're so nice on the lips. They feel incredible. And I don't know if this is going to be a peppermint. It looks like there's a single and then there's going to be a duo, but I can't read all of the small writing. So, ooh, you know what? I think that is peppermint. I would be shocked if it's not peppermint. It's maybe... Oh, that scared me. Peppermint Pout, Peppermint Pop, I think is the name. We have more larger holiday collections to talk about. I will most likely skip a lot of these. I may end up with a few pieces, most likely gifts for other people, but I still think they're really beautiful and I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is the Nars holiday collection. This is actually my third favorite at the moment. I think the collection looks really pretty. Some great staples, some pieces that we usually see every single year. Really nice little mini sets that make great gifts, the little ornaments that they do. If you've had your eye on a Nars cheek palette or face palette, this would be the one to pick up because you get a highlighter, a bronzer, and 3 blushes. This palette is stunning. I love the gold packaging, of course. I love gold for holiday. So cliche. It's shiny and festive. I'll never get sick of it. But I really like this combination of colors this year. I really like the look of these holiday blushes, the mauve tones. I don't know if these are shades they always have. I feel like they must be. One of these looks like Behave. I'm not sure what these shades are, but really beautiful blushes. I love the look of this holiday highlighter. Stunning. And then gold eyeshadow. If I were to pick up anything for myself, I would go with that deeper mauve blush and the marble highlighter. I think those two pieces alone are very stunning and also a bit unique. Those are shades that you don't really see. Well, maybe not the highlighter, but definitely the blush looks a little bit more unique. You're not going to find that from every single brand, and I actually don't think I have anything in my collection that looks that shade. We're getting a bright magenta blush from Patrick Ta in all pink packaging. It looks like there's going to be a lip oil as well, but this bright, bold, I don't even know if you could call this Barbie pink. I don't know what pink this is. It is the most intense, just bold pink shade. I actually think, like it's displayed on the model here, I think this is going to be perfect for anybody with a deeper skin tone that needs that intensity, that intense pigment. This is going to be beautiful. I like that he came out with one of his blush duos instead of doing an entire blush palette this year. I think there's something a little bit overwhelming about a blush palette. Like that's not something that I would ever even consider. But the individual blush, now this alone, I could potentially purchase. on sale. Here's a peek at the holiday gift sets from Laura Mercier this year. They did an excellent job. A lot of their best-selling products like the eye caviar sticks, the brush set is sort of a no-brainer. I am a huge fan of their Amber Vanille. This is the serum body cream. They've changed the packaging. I think they did change the scent a little bit, but I still really like it. If you have never tried the Laura Mercier Amber Vanille, there was another one that they had. Was it Honey Vanilla? That was just spectacular. I think they got rid of that one, but the Amber Vanille smells so good. Their Bath & Body products are underrated. And this is a jumbo size of the body cream. If somebody gave that to me as a gift, I would give them a kiss. That is a really, really great gift. And then they do have this little duo or trio. It looks like it has the body oil, the spray, and then is that a hand cream? And then a hand cream as well. I think that would be really nice. Little minis of the scent. We don't usually get Dolce & Gabbana Beauty in the US, but here's a look at the nail polishes from Amit Beauty Talk. I want this red shimmery nail polish so bad. It looks like the perfect deep blood red with not glitter, but sheen. Just a light sheen to it. I just feel like I need this on my hands. Like this would be the perfect red nail polish. And then we have a little sneak peek at Valentino. I feel like we're going to see more holiday from Valentino, but there's a compact. It's a cushion foundation for winter 2024. I'm curious if we will get this in the US. I love the gold cushion compact, though the actual packaging is so stunning. I'm really not a huge cushion compact fan. Maybe the virality of the Tier cushion foundation has brought cushion foundations to the forefront in the US. It's just not something that has ever done well in America. That's obviously not the case for other places, but I know we've talked about this before when so many brands kept trying to launch cushion foundations, and they're always out for a season and then they never stick around. Now this launch from Louboutin Beauty I'm very excited about. It's a new fragrance collection. This is the Fetiche Eau de Parfum collection. 5 new fragrances. We have some descriptions here. The bottles look absolutely beautiful. Looks like the nail polish bottles with the big spike, the stiletto. I really hope I can get my hands on some sort of discovery set or sample set of all 5 because all 5 sound really great. At the Aventura Mall, at least they used to have a Louboutin Beauty boutique within the Nordstrom there, and it was so stunning. They might have these fragrances. I think that would be my best place to find them. But I don't usually see Louboutin fragrance, or at least not these like smaller one-off launches at every department store. So they're sort of hard to locate. It sounds like all 5 fragrances are a bit deeper, moody, maybe earthy, woody, not necessarily all patchouli, but there's some cedarwood, black pepper, powdery musky notes, suede. They sound very sexy. I think that's the vibe I'm getting from this entire collection. So perfect for fall winter, the cozy months. We have some new launches from Prada Beauty, including their holiday eyeshadow palette. This looks really pretty. I was so tempted the first time I looked at the picture, but I just don't think I would get a lot of use out of this silver, and the silver is the larger triangle in the middle. So I will most likely skip this, but I really like the look of the other 3 shades. I love the sort of rose quartz pink. The gold is a really wearable, pretty gold, and then I really like the deeper shade. Like this is the perfect holiday quad. If it wasn't for that silver, I just never wear silver. If they had put something else in there, maybe a bronze, copper, anything else besides silver, I would be interested in this because I really like the Prada eyeshadows. I'm curious to try the Prada powder. The primer does not really move the needle for me, but the powder, the sort of light translucent green, I think this could be really interesting, especially as a pressed compact. So I may or may not pick that up. I've heard so many great reviews about the Prada foundation, so that is on my holiday savings event wish list. Speaking of fragrance launches, I picked up a discovery set of the new Balmain fragrances. I think I'm going to do a dedicated video, so I'm not going to smell any of these yet. My discovery set arrived over the weekend. I am so excited to try all of these. So I didn't read any of the notes. I have no idea if these are going to be any good, but I'm curious to see what Balmain has created for us. The bottles look really beautiful. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to share my thoughts on the Balmain fragrances sometime later on this week. The holiday season is when brands like Chantecaille, Charlotte Tilbury really come to play, Chanel, of course. So I'm really excited to see what other holiday launches we get from Charlotte. Chantecaille is usually a no-brainer for the holidays. Gucci might launch something new. I'm not sure. I'm excited to see what they have to come out with. And Chanel holiday has been kept under the tightest wraps. I cannot believe that this sneak peek that we've seen circulating over the last few weeks has been the spring launch. If you've seen these photos of 2 eyeshadow palettes with camellias stamped on the powders, we'll probably get it at the very end of this year. I am so glad, because when I first saw this, and I was thinking, oh, holiday? I was not really excited, and I thought, no, this can't be the year that I skip fall and holiday. For spring, fine. This is for spring? Okay, great. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. You know, I don't feel like, wow, this is what I've been waiting for all year. I'm so glad I saved my money for fall because this is so much better. I have heard a sneaky little rumor that we're going to get an eyeshadow palette and a blush, and the eyeshadow is not like black and gold the way we normally get. That's about all I've heard. I don't mind the surprise. It's kind of nice not being inundated with sneak peeks. That way we can build up some anticipation, some excitement. That's the way it used to be. That's the way it should be for the holiday launch. The holiday sets, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, there's usually a launch. As soon as I get more information, I will of course share with you if I'm allowed. But the look of these 2 eyeshadow palettes, I mean, feel free to share your thoughts. They're a bit boring. You know, I think it's okay to say it. The camellia is sort of saving them. If they didn't have that camellia stamp, I think nobody would look twice at these palettes. I don't know. It's too early to say whether or not I'm going to pick these up or not, but I don't feel super inspired whenever I look at these shades. They look really soft. The one palette with the pink, I just know that those 3 shades probably have very little difference between them. Like, they look like they're just 3 very soft shadows that you're barely going to see on the eye, and a pop of pink. Those are all of the notable holiday collections that I've seen so far. We will most likely have to do a part 2 when we get the rest of the sneak peeks. I'm going to end today's video with a little unboxing because over the weekend I received a couple deliveries from Hourglass. Of course, I already posted my review of all 3 Hourglass ambient lighting palettes. They sent over a dragon box with a few pieces from the collection, including the dragon brush, which I did use in, I think, an Instagram reel that I posted. And they sent the Evil Eye palette and the dragon palette. So these are both really beautiful. I obviously already have them, so I think I'm going to include both of these in a giant end of summer giveaway that I am planning very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll probably be announcing it in either a YouTube video or a community post, but I have the most incredible giveaway coming in the next few weeks. I also received a box with details on their Barney's New York collaboration, which is really exciting. So if you are in the New York area, they have a pop-up, and it's at 14 Prince Street, September 5th through October 11th. Hourglass is having a pop-up with Barney's New York. And they included this giant box with some of the pieces from their collaboration. So inside the box, we have Barney's New York Hourglass hat, some merch. I actually really love this hat. I squealed whenever I saw that. There's also a little tote bag, and I imagine these are pieces that you would maybe be able to pick up at the pop-up shop. So it has their little logo right there of the collaboration. Very cute little market bag. This is the Barney's New York limited edition ambient lighting edit palette. Just says ambient lighting edit. I want to say there are 3 different versions. One of them is the elephant palette from last year. I don't have all of the details, but the packaging is really beautiful. And then this is the Unlocked Satin Cream Lipstick Duo with Oasis and Wave. Oasis is a really beautiful nude. I've actually been wearing that recently. And this is the Fred's Barney's New York Hourglass red mug. Very cute. I am so excited about this. Part of me wants to just display this mug instead of use it, but I might just have to have a cup of coffee in this mug tomorrow morning. So sweet. So I imagine you'll be able to pick up some of the merch if that interests you, or the limited edition palettes while you're in New York at the pop-up. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked hearing my thoughts on these holiday launches. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I'm so curious to hear your thoughts. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.